So I'm going to use this video to kind of help you work with this 2-point perspective worksheet. I noticed there were a lot of questions on it, so hopefully this will help. One of the main areas of attention that you need to see is that there are 8 boxes that you are to create here. So this would be one of them, this would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Some of you were connecting this into one box and kind of connecting these 2 lines into one box. But remember, this is 2-point perspective, and you need to make sure that each of your points are going to those 2 points. If it helps, I've made my vanishing points in red, so that can kind of help guide you. I would probably start with this one, but since these lines, okay, have already gone to this point on the left, they now need to go to this point on the right. Oops. So make sure you're connecting it to the vanishing point. Okay, line it up, connect it to the vanishing point. It doesn't really matter where you create your parallel lines to create your box, whatever seems right for you. So that's probably a good one to start with. And then with this box, these sides, just like here, have already been created. Once you've created those points, we don't see on this one a top or bottom because it's on the horizon line. Anything below the horizon line will see tops. Anything above the horizon line will see bottoms. So in order to create that top or bottom, you're going to use those vertical parallel lines that you created, and then those now become like new points in a sense. So since this point, okay, is already traveling to this vanishing point, we now need to make sure that it goes to our second vanishing point. And then this point has already been going to this point, so that's going to go to our second vanishing point. Remember, 2-point perspective. Okay, and then that creates the top of our box. Okay, so in order to create a box out of one of these, you need to take each of these points and make sure they go to both vanishing points. So this point's going to go to that vanishing point, and this point below is going to go to that vanishing point, and that's 1 point, right? But now it needs to go to 2 points. So this is going to go to our other vanishing point. So that's going to go here to there, and then here to there. Okay. And like I said, it doesn't really matter where you create your parallel lines, but you just need to make sure that they follow those orthogonals that you drew. So it needs to end at the orthogonals. And then you would use the top of those points, okay, to kind of create where your top would be. So this point's already going there. Now it needs to go to our second vanishing point. So I'm going to line it up. I don't know if you're like me, but sometimes you use a ruler and you don't create a straight line, but we do our best. So then that goes there. And then that creates the top of our box. I know these ones can be tricky because they're very close to the vanishing points, but those would just be a lot smaller, a lot tighter. So for example, we'll do a tight one on the top. You're going to make sure that our points go to our vanishing points, right? Just like that. And then that's 1 point, but don't forget 2 points. So 1 and 2. And I like to try to make my orthogonals light so that when I go and make my parallel lines, I can make those a little darker. Remember, keep them parallel to that other vertical. So this point's already going there. Look how close he is to that one. So now we have to take that point and line him up over there. And then we're going to take this point and line him up over there. Boop. And that's the bottom. That's the bottom of our box. Okay. And if you want, you can erase the orthogonals as you go. Get rid of those. Okay, if they're getting in your way, that's okay. All right. So hopefully this was helpful. And then obviously if you have questions, come see me in class. Thank you.